Man, Miss Jennifer, this rain has really ruined our workout for the day.
I know, and you know what? How are we going to finish our challenges that we're supposed to? I can't even imagine when this is going to quit raining.
You know, I don't even want to finish. I think we should just quit.
I'm thinking that too, because it's really been hard. Really hard.
It's really hard. I don't want to keep going. It's too hard.
Well, I tell you what, let's watch our video and see what it has to say before we make any decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Brandon. If you're wondering why the crazy outfit, it's because I'm training for the Hangin Tough obstacle course. The third part of the course is called the Gauntlet. For the Gauntlet, you have to run as fast as you can while trying to dodge tennis balls being shot at you with a bazooka. And you gotta keep going no matter what, because if you don't finish the course, you won't win the $10,000 for your favorite charity. But don't you worry, I will keep going, because I've got perseverance. Perseverance is refusing to give up when life gets hard. So let's try this thing. Give it your best shot, bazooka. Oh, ow. Okay. Oh. Ow. Oh, time out! Time out! Phew. Glad I got my armor on. Ow. Oh. I'm gonna lie down for a second. Oh. Today's Bible story reminds us that even when you are picked on, beat down, or just plain crushed, there's always someone you can keep your eyes on. Oh, I'm just glad they ran out of tennis balls. No! Is it over?
$252 Movie presents Pain Then Gain, based on the teaching in the book of Hebrews about focusing on Jesus when life gets hard. Action!
I wanted to turn away and look at it. It's dramatic.
All right. Well, I guess that's true. Hey, how are y'all doing? Welcome to Macho Talk, the show where we talk about stuff that is tough and rough and also rugged. I'm Rick Mange. I drive a truck. Let me go ahead and introduce you to my guests. Over here we have the world record holder for longest shot put. This is Horvath.
Yeah. I threw it so hard it went all the way around the earth. It hit me on the back of the head. Twice.
Yeah. Over here next to Horvath we have June Holiday, who is a professional roller derby athlete. June?
I'm here.
All right. Now over there, we have Jackie Gross, a world traveler and adventurer.
Thanks for having me. And I'm not just an adventurer, I'm also...
Glad to be here.
Should someone go help her?
All right, so today's topic, it is a tough one. Even tough for tough folks like us.
Oh, Rick Mange, you're making me nervous. My tummy feels like it's filling up with lava.
It's all right, Horvath. So every now and again, you just come up against something that is so hard, it makes you want to
Quack?
quit.
Did he say quit? Oh.
Now I'm super nervous, and my belly feels like it's filled up with lavas and chili peppers.
Yeah. So that's the topic today. When was some time you came across something that was so hard, you just quit? I'll start. All right. So, I don't know if y'all know, but I drive a truck. It's 18 wheels of raw steel horsepower, gas-guzzling fury. But because of that, I never learned how to drive a car.
Me neither! Every time I try to step on the gas pedals, my foot goes right to the bottom of the car.
Yeah. You know, the problem is, in my truck, I'm up so high. I'm used to that, but when I'm in a car, I'm small, I'm tiny, I'm scared. I'm so scared. So when I learned, I just had to quit.
Koala!
Quit!
Oh!
And the worst part about it is I can't go anywhere that doesn't have parking for my rig. So I can't go to the post office, can't go to the bank, I can't even fit in my church's parking lot. It's awful. It's awful. All right, so Horvath, what about you?
Oh, we like have a similar stories. Except I don't drive a truck, and I'm not scared of anything, and I'm not named Rix. And I don't like jean jackets.
Horvath, why don't we just go ahead?
All right, yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so I have a beautiful singing voice and I've always wanted to sing in the choirs because I have the voice of an angel.
You mean angel?
That's what I said! Angle!
I didn't know that you sang, Horvath. Why don't you give us a little taste?
All right, here we go. See, I can sing! But my church, they won't let me sing in the choirs because they won't let me wear my gym clothes. So
No. You
Koala!
quit.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, why don't you just wear a choir robe?
Because every time I inhale to try to sing, the choir robe just flies off my bodies. Watch! Clap on! Oh! See? The only way I could wear a choir robe is if I was less massive and muscular and less amazing. And I can't be less amazing.
Wow. Hey, what about you, June?
Well, as the greatest roller skating derby champ there is out there in the world, that is. So in order to maximize my speed, I actually took off the brakes off my skates here so that I'm always in constant motion, baby, yeah!
I have emotions too.
No, in motion, Horvath, like moving.
Oh yes, that is a very moving story.
Well, anyway, I was like, thinking about it. In the rink, brakes off skates, great idea. Out of the rink, super inconvenient. Like the other week I was volunteering at the local food pantry and I kept rolling. I wanted to help, but I kept rolling into the shelves and into the canned food. Well, let's just say I ended up being buried in a mountain of green peas. So, not cool, and my work's not useful there anymore.
So you
Quake estate.
quit.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Jackie, what about you? What's it like to be a world adventurer?
Well, like I said, I'm not just an adventurer, I'm actually a missionary.
Whoa.
You're a yellow bird.
I think you were thinking of a canary. So, I'm not that. But I am a missionary, and that means I go around the world helping people in need and telling them about Jesus. So it can be pretty hard sometimes. I have to do a lot of studying, not just the Bible. I have to study other cultures and languages. I have to do a lot of traveling. Sometimes people don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, so you knock him out.
No,
No?
I don't do that.
Oh.
That wouldn't really help me tell them about Jesus. You know, I try to show them Jesus' love in other ways.
So, when did you
Quagmire?
quit?
I didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes this job can be exhausting, and sometimes I want to quit. But I don't. What I'm doing is too important. Do you know what the book of Hebrews says?
Words?
Yes. Yes. But more specifically, it tells us what to do when things are hard. It says, let us look to Jesus. He's the one who started this journey of faith, and he's the one who completes our journey of faith. I mean, think about it. Jesus had to endure some really hard things. He had to go through a lot, suffer a lot, and there were a lot of people who did not want to hear what he had to say. He went through a lot, but did he give up? No. 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 And do you know why he suffered all of that, even enduring the cross?
Because of us?
Right. Because he loved us that much, because we're that important to him. So when life gets hard, look to Jesus. I mean, think about all that he went through, and then you won't lose hope.
That's very perspiring.
Inspiring.
Yeah, that's what I said. So maybe I can go out and I can find a choir robe that's made out of jersey material that stretches so that when I inhale it doesn't fly off my body.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, and you know, going to church is really important. Maybe I'll see if they can get a special parking spot for my rig, or maybe I can walk her. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a Pinto and I'm gonna put big old mag wheels on that baby.
All right.
Hey, I can keep working at the food pantry. All I have to do is take off my skates and put on real shoes. Oh!
Yeah.
That was surprisingly simple, but way to press on.
Well, so maybe we are still tough. Maybe we're not
Lemurs?
Quitters?
Yes. Yes, that is the word. We just have to remember what Jesus did for us.
My work here is done.
All right, okay, well, I want to go ahead and say thank you to all of my guests for being here. And I want to say to you, stay tough and never, ever quiver. Yeah, what he said. We'll see you next time. Man, that is a difficult word.
I know why it's so hard to say.
Why? Tell me.
Because it starts with the letter L.
I don't.
And it's a silent L.
Do you understand?
Like in the word pterodactyl.
As you go through life, you might be able to avoid all kinds of hard times, like sickness, or getting bullied, or natural disasters. But sooner or later, when you least expect it, a bad thing's gonna hit. Ow! So what do? How are you gonna respond when something bad happens? Some people get mad, and then they're tempted to take their anger out on other people. Some people get sad. Some people get so sad they just want to give everything up. Truth is, it's hard to know what the right thing to do is when bad things are happening to you. It's hard to know how to feel or how to act when you or someone you know gets sick. It's hard to know how to respond when you're being picked on. So, maybe you can try what the writer of the book of Hebrews said. He said, keep looking to Jesus. Jesus showed us the best way to live when he was here, so think about what he did when times were hard. Jesus suffered. He felt pain. He was picked on and beat down. And there were times where it would have made perfect sense for Jesus to just give up, but he kept going. And it's a good thing too, because when Jesus died on the cross, he took the punishment for your sins and mine. So here's the one thing to remember today. When life gets hard, remember what Jesus did for you. No matter how bad things might get, you can keep your eyes on Jesus, who's been through hard times like you have, and who loves you enough to die for you. So you can keep going no matter what life throws at you. Oh! Aha! Now you're in trouble. Oh! Where did that come from?
Well, Miss Jennifer, our lesson today changes everything.
It does.
We can't give up. What would Jesus think?
You know, true. Can you imagine all the things that Jesus did for us? I've got some really cool Bible verses that will help us know all about it.
Me too. Let's read some.
Okay, so in the book of Hebrews, it talks a lot about our witnesses, the people that we're supposed to be looking at. So today, we're going to read about what Jesus is, what his witness is to us. So in Hebrews 2:17 through 18, it says, "So he had to be made like people, fully human in every way. Then he could serve God as a kind and faithful high priest. And then he could pay for the sins of the people by dying for them. He himself suffered when he was tempted. Now he is able to help others who are being tempted."
That is awesome.
Cool. I know, that's cool.
So let's move to chapter 4, verse 15. It says, "We have a high priest who can feel it when we are weak and hurting. We have a high priest who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, but he did not sin."
Okay, and here comes a really cool one. And guys, y'all listen to this one. It's really cool. In Hebrews 12:1 through 3, it says, "A huge cloud of witnesses is all around us. So let us throw off everything that stands in our way. Let us throw off any sin that holds on to us so tightly. And let us keep on running the race marked out for us. Let us keep looking to Jesus. He is the one who started this journey of faith, and he is the one that completes the journey of faith. He paid no attention to the shame of the cross. He suffered there because of the joy that he was looking forward to. Then he sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. He made it through these attacks by sinners. So think about him. Then you won't get tired. You won't lose hope. Which really means, Ms. Ollie, you won't quit. Jesus never did."
That is so true. And I love that the Bible is so full of wonderful promises that's for all of us. It helps all of us. And the Word of God never fails. That's because Jesus never fails.
That's awesome. Friends, do you ever feel like quitting? Do you ever feel like giving up? Not doing anything anymore? I'm going to ask each one of you to pray right now and ask Jesus, who loves you so very much, to help you live each day like a winner in this race. So pray that you will have strength and courage to keep going no matter what.
You know what, Miss Jennifer? I'm ready to go now too. I think once it stops raining, we should get back to it.
I do too, because you know what? We can't quit. We can't quit. We've got a race to run and a challenge to finish.
That's right. I'm ready.
See you next week.